Today, let's talk about the power that comes from adding value. Everything on this earth adds value in some fashion, or frankly, it's eliminated. Henry Ford said, if it doesn't add value, it's waste. The secret to success in business and in life is to add more value. The most successful people on the planet are the ones that add the most value. R. Buckminster Fuller said, the purpose of our lives is to add value to the people of this generation and those that follow. So I ask you, my friend, are you adding value to this world? If you don't feel like you are yet, let me give you a tip. First, find your passion or your mission, and then figure out how you can add more value around that passion or mission. And you're gonna have an extraordinary freaking life. Now, with the onset of social media, your ability to add value has become so much easier. Your ability to add reach has become so much easier. I'll use myself as an example. I've lived by this adage of adding as much value as I possibly can for quite a while. And when I decided to do my podcast, that was also my outcome. It was to add massive value. Then I wrote my book to add even more value, and I've given away about 20,000 copies of that book to add more value. Then I allowed my listeners to set up free 30-minute phone calls with me to talk about anything they wanted, and I had hundreds and hundreds of those calls. So why did I do all this, and why do I continue to create and record and put out more content and try to add as much value as I possibly can? Because I get incredible satisfaction and joy from adding value to the tens of thousands of people that listen to my podcast or watch my videos weekly. Because I've literally hundreds of thank you cards from my students and from other people that have taken action on their dreams and have purchased multifamily properties and have changed their lives because of my training and my influence. Now, these cards are on my desk on my wall, yes, you can certainly get money from adding value to other people's lives, but as I just showed, you can get so much more. I literally get a card or a thank you every single day. Now, please know this, all wealth, in every sense of that word of wealth, comes from adding more value. The most important key you should be focused on in your life is learning and understanding how to add value wherever you can. John Maxwell, the great business coach, said, success is when I add value to myself. Significance is when I add value to others. Now, as a leader, and if you're watching me, I know you're a leader. When you work to add value, then your leadership is focused outwardly, which is where it should be. Now, when you add the most value in a particular market sector in any business, you can become the brand that stands out, the brand. Now, in virtually every type of business out there, when things get tough, many business people will lower their prices. And what they should be focused on is adding more value. Many people are caught in fear or comfort and only want to be focused on themselves. Now, if you want to be truly wealthy, as I said, in every sense of the word, you must focus outwardly and add as much value as you possibly can. Also, if you want to see the value of someone, look how many high-quality people they have in their circle. Always be looking for how to add the most value. Like Albert Einstein said, try not to become a person of success, rather become a person of value. Remember this, my friend, to add value to people, you must first truly value and respect people. When you value and respect them, by that very virtue, you're also adding value to them. When you're consistently a good person, good things happen to you. And remember this, if you're keeping someone in your life that isn't adding value to you, you're not being loyal, you're making a mistake. And if you aren't adding value to them, you're likely taking value away. I'll leave you with this quote from my friend Hal Elrod. I had Hal on my podcast, wonderful guy. When you live your life in alignment with your purpose, and that purpose is centered on selflessly adding value to others, opportunities become abundant in your life. Your life becomes fulfilled. So decide to live and operate with the level of energy and passion that no matter where you are, whatever you're doing, you're adding value. I'm Rod Khleif, wishing you a life centered on adding value, which creates incredible passion and massive success in both your business and in your life.